Hello traders, welcome back to this video. So it's another beautiful day to do our top-down analysis, and I hope you guys are doing great. So in today's analysis, I have Euro USD as my first pair. And on Euro USD, as you all know, we have been looking for some selling opportunities to the downside. But as of today, if I come into the daily time frame, I think we are going to have a pullback on Euro USD. And as you all know, we have some beautiful structures on the daily time frame. So that is why we are looking for some selling opportunities. I don't know where this is going to lead us into, but the monthly time frame, we have a very beautiful structure. We have been having selling momentum to the downside. You can see clearly here we had a very good break of structure. So if you have not been here with us, this is our analysis from the monthly time frame. So we had this order block here that formed this push to the downside, form this break of structure to the downside. So and as you can see here in the monthly time frame, we have some beautiful fair value gaps here, and I think that is why we have that push to the downside, and expect some price movements into these areas. So as you can see here clearly in the monthly time frame, we have a very good fair value gap that is being formed by the market, and I think we will be having a pullback to see price filling in this fair value gap. So currently right now, if I drop into the daily time frame, remember price tapped into that monthly order block, and then if we come into the daily time frame, we can see that into the daily time frame, we can see that price has formed a very beautiful change of character to the downside. So currently right now, because we had some beautiful break of structures, and then here we see that price closed below the structural low that formed this break of structure. Therefore, we expect price to be dropping down because of that change of character. So currently, the market had this pullback, and then we have another break of structure. And as always, we expect a pullback before we fall to the downside. So we have already formed that break of structure, and what I expect personally, expect price to be having a pullback into these areas, and then we have a pullback, the market moving to the downside. So currently, right now, the market has been consolidating around this area. I hope you can see that it has been consolidating around that area, and I think you can see the same pattern here is somehow consolidated around this area, and then we have that the pullback, and then we have the fall to the downside. So as for me, because we have that break of structure, I think we have this consolidation to have the pullback, and then we have a drop to the downside. But if that won't occur, we expect more sales to the downside. But as of now, let us look for a short-term counter trend trade, because for me personally, if I clear this, we can see that price formed this high here, a pullback here, and then we have another high. So we have this pullback, and then we expect another high to the upside. So as of now, I'm looking for some short-term buys to the upside. So you can see clearly here when the market was forming this pullback, we have price coming back into this fair value gap. We have a very small fair value gap in the 4-hour time frame. Price tapped into that area, and then if I drop into the 1-hour time frame, we have this downtrend structure here. When the market was having a pullback, we have this beautiful downtrend. So let us start from there. So we have this beautiful downtrend here, and then we have the market forming a change of character. We have a pullback, an internal pullback, and then we have the market closing above that area. So currently right now, I expect a pullback, and then we have the buys, the upside. So I'm looking for buys because we already have a change of character. Once price came into this area, remember in the 4-hour time frame, we had a very good structure here. We have been having the market forming those highs. So if we start from this area here up to this point, a pullback, up to this point, a pullback here, and then up to this point, then we have to have that pullback, and then we look for buys to break this external liquidity. So we have already seen some signs that the price is willing to push up, because we had the beautiful break of structures when the market was having those pullbacks. So we have that break. We have another break here to the downside as well. And then after that break as well, we also have another break here to the downside. So price formed that break here, and then later on we have price going up, break this high to the upside, so forming a change of character to the upside. So we have that high taken out as a change of character, and if you could have been using this high as your change of character, you can see that the candle closed above that area. So it clearly tells us that price is willing to move to the upside, and our target now should be up to this high here. So currently right now I'm waiting for price to pull back into this area. This is our last order flow. This is our last order flow here, and that is the area I expect to look for buys from. So, and if I drop into the 30 minutes time frame to refine my point of interest, I'll be choosing to refine it into this 30 minutes time frame order block. So let me clear this. So that is my best point of interest. We have that order block sweeping this lows liquidity here. So this can be a very powerful order block to take a trade from. So this is my best point of interest. I want to see price coming back down into that area, and then I'll be taking my buys from that point, from this low here. Stop loss below that point, and then I'll be targeting the external liquidity up there. So that is what I think on Euro USD, guys. We also have these lows here being taken out as liquidity. We have these lows here being taken out as liquidity. So let us see if this plays out, and I think it will be a very, very good setup. So that is it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. So I also have XAU USD as my next pair. So, and on XAU USD, if I come back into the daily time frame, we have some pullback. Remember, guys, I told you guys that we are going to look for some selling opportunities from this order block here. Is tapped into that area, and then we have a very beautiful reaction to the downside. And currently, right now, we still expect price to be dropping even lower to the downside. But I expected price to react from this area here. And I told you guys, if price won't react from this area, price might take out that area as a liquidity, and then we expect price to come even higher into this area before we have that drop to the downside. So we have this area here, this point of interest that took out some liquidity on this other side. So we had these highs here, and price took out that liquidity, and then we had this massive drop to the downside. So and then we also had the change of character down here to the upside, and then later on we have the price coming back into this fair value gap to fill in that fair value gap, and then we have this massive push to the upside. So my view on gold is that I'm still looking for sales. If price will play out very well, I'll be looking to take my sell opportunity from that high, and then I'll be looking to target the external liquidity. So I still expect some selling opportunities to the downside. Have some lower highs and lower lows being formed, and I expect the market to be dropping down up to this external liquidity. So as of now, I'll not be targeting this low here, but this is my external liquidity at that point. But if price will be aiming to clear the high here, and we see some move to the upside, I think price will be looking to come to this daily point of interest. So if price will be clearing this high to move even higher, make sure that you watch out for this area here. That is in the coming days, not now. So that area which is unmitigated with a very good liquidity below that point of interest. So as of now, this is my view. This is the short-term selling opportunity that I have on XAU USD. So that is what I think on XAU USD, guys. We had price tapping into this 4-hour demand level, the order block, and that is why we have that reaction to the upside. So we will see what the price will have for us, guys. So my next pair is silver, where we have almost the similar structure, almost a similar structure as gold. So we had price coming back into this fair value gap on silver. Remember, we are currently focusing on what is happening here in the daily time frame, so we don't have to look out on this other side. So on silver in the daily time frame, we had price coming back into this fair value gap here and reacted very well from that fair value gap. And I still expect more sales to the downside, but if we won't have that selling opportunity to the downside, I'll expect price to come into this daily fair value gap, mitigate that fair value gap, and then we have a drop to the downside. So it is almost the same analysis on gold as well. So if price won't be having that the price moving down, we will be expecting price to go even higher into this area. But as of now, from our last analysis, I told you guys that I expect price to be reacting from this area here, and then we have some selling opportunities to the downside. So currently, right now, we have a very beautiful reaction from that area. If I drop into the forward time frame, you can see that price came into that area. We have a double top forming. We have this high here, a double top forming here, and then we have the drop to the downside. So right now we expect a pullback into this area, and then we have the fall to the downside. So right now, that is what I expect. Price is already having that retest into that area. So we have that support there and the resistance, the neckline. And then right now, that is where I'll be expecting some selling opportunities from. So right now, we can look for our selling opportunities and then we target the external liquidity. So on silver, guys, I'm going to look for some good selling opportunities from that area to the downside. Then I can see here clearly that price came back mitigate this order block. We have this 30 minutes time frame order block here. So I think that is where the market came to mitigate. You can see clearly there. And then we have that reaction from that order block with this massive selling candle to the downside. And still, I'm expecting for those selling opportunities to come in. Then now we target the external liquidity. So that is what I think on silver, guys. That is my view on silver. I'm going to look for my selling opportunities from that area to the downside. But if that won't work, we will be expecting for price to come back into these areas and then we look for selling opportunities to the downside. So I also have my next pair as a US 30. So on our US 30, we have been having some massive pullback to the downside. And if I come back into the daily time frame, this came into this area here, respected this demand level, respected this demand level, respected that demand level, and then we have the price reacting from that area to the upside. So currently, right now, price is having that push to the upside, and I think we'll be looking to take out the external liquidity above there. Or let's say maybe price will be coming into this area, and then we watch out on what the price will be doing from that point of interest. So from that area there, we have the 1 hour order block down here. Price was having that massive selling to the downside, and then we have this short-term pullback into this area. Later on, we have the price clearing that high. So we have this three candle pullback here, and that means that once the price took out that high, we have a very good change of character to the upside. So we also have that low being taken out, forming a break of structure to the downside. So we have the price clearing that high, and then expected this massive sell to come down and mitigate this area, but price didn't come into that point of interest, and therefore I'm still looking to buy from that area, from that 1 hour order block. Then I use these lows as my liquidity. So we have these equal lows here, and I'm going to use those equal lows as my liquidity to be taken out. And then if you can see on this other side, price took out this equal lows liquidity here. So price simply came to take out this equal lows liquidity before having that reaction, the upside. So that is what I think on US 30. I'll be expecting some buys from that area. So if I can extend this here, so I'll be looking for buys from that area, and then we target that point of interest inside the 4 hour, the 4 hour frame. So that is it, guys, on US 30. That is what I expect. I expect some buying opportunities from that area. Then we target this point of interest. So my next pair is NAS 100. And on NAS 100, if I come into the daily time frame, guys, remember that we have been looking for some selling opportunities on NAS 100, and it is all because of this change of character here. And I've been hoping that we still look for some selling opportunities to the downside. So from our last analysis, we had the price coming back into this daily order block, mitigated that with daily order block, and then we were targeting this external liquidity, form a new break of structure. So currently right now, after the market formed that break of structure to the downside, we have the price pulling back. Remember, I told you guys that once a break of structure is formed, the internal structures become liquidity. And as of that case, we expect this high to be taken out, and then we have the fall to the downside. We still expect some more selling to the downside, and therefore this is our high that we don't expect the price to be taking out. And then because it formed this break of structure to the downside, so as at the moment we don't have any point of interest here to have a reaction from, but all I can see here is a very good support and resistance at this point here, and that is where I'm going to watch out for. That is the point of interest that I'm going to watch out for. So I expect price to be coming into this area, take out this high here as a liquidity, and then we have a drop from this area to the downside. So that will be my best point of interest, guys, from that area, from that support and resistance level, because we don't have a clear order block or any point of interest here. So the only fair value gap that I can see in the forward time frame is this here, this one that is up there, of which that is a very small fair value gap. But let us wait and see what the market will be doing. If the market will come into that area, we take ourselves to the downside. So that is my point of interest. My best point of interest is this support and resistance level, and it is just because it is sitting just above a very good support and resistance level. And then once we take ourselves from that area, we will be targeting this external liquidity. Or now I think we can be targeting the extreme external liquidity down there. So that is what I think on NAS 100, guys. If you have a different idea, guys, let me know in the comment section. So that is what I think, guys, in these pairs that I have analyzed for you guys. I'll be updating you guys on GBP this coming week. Let's say maybe on Wednesday or any other day. So that is it, guys, for this video. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share. Comment down below the comment section, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss on any information from this channel.